Hello everybody, welcome to the Geeks Handbag, coming to you from somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I hope you guys are keeping well. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this. It's the 10th Doctor's TARDIS console room. So first up, the packaging is absolutely massive, much bigger than I was expecting, but I really like the look of it. The set was originally issued back in 2007 in the then traditional orange and yellow packaging and featured a big window at the front displaying the TARDIS console. So the new packaging doesn't have a window at the front showing the console, but it does have this nice picture of the set itself. In the top right hand corner we've got a brief description of what a TARDIS is, just in case you didn't know. Underneath that we've got the vroom vroom thing that they love putting on their packaging. And in the bottom right hand corner it tells us it's the 5.5 inch stroke 14 centimetre scale collector's series. Wonder what this sellotape is hiding, probably an Underground Toys logo. The box also tells us that the assembled size is over 60 centimetres and featuring motorised time column with pulsating lights, illuminated console with 6 control buttons, removable floor panels and flip up console panel, and 12 great sound and light effects. So taking a quick look at the rest of the packaging, on the side of the box a couple more pictures and the same blurb. On the back we've got a nice open plan picture of the TARDIS console itself and a couple of more pictures. On the side we've got a picture of that lovely seat, and on the top we've got a couple of nice pictures of the set itself. So overall I quite like this new packaging. Right, let's open the box and see what we've got inside then. Right, bit of TARDIS wall there, some instructions, and lots of cardboard boxes. Oh, I can see the hat stand on up there. Right, let's get some of these out. Right, in box number 1 we have, oh yeah, it's the console itself. Oh, it's stuck to the bottom, is it? Right, I've set the column free, and wow, I actually love this. I think it looks really great. Liking it already. Some lovely detail on there. Looks really good. There is something amazing about the 10th Doctor's console. I just love it. Right, the battery compartment is on the base of the console itself, and it takes 4 AA batteries which aren't supplied with the set, so you will need to buy them separately. I recommend putting the batteries in first before you put the console in the set, because it does make life a lot easier. Box number 2, got some TARDIS panels. They're rather nice, and this is flooring, I think. Box number 3, good grief, what have we got in here? Lots of cardboard and, oh no, this is the flooring, yes. And finally in here we've got the hat stand and the chair in there, and the TARDIS that goes on the front. Right, that's everything out of its box, so now just to put it all together. Let's have a look at the instructions. Can't be that difficult, surely. So let's have a look. Yes. Nearly falling apart already, look. So there we go, it's done. It took me about 20-25 minutes to put it all together. The instructions, I have to say, are absolutely useless, but it's fairly easy to work out what goes where, so you can probably do it a bit quicker. As you can see, it's absolutely massive. It's even bigger than the box that it come in. So if you do buy this, make sure you've got plenty of room at home and somewhere to actually put it. Anyway, let's take a closer look at it. The switch for the console is just under here. It's not that easy to get to, especially with these pipes in the way, but it's got 3 positions. The first one is Try Me, which is a demo mode, which it's automatically on. The second position is off, and then the third position switches it on. So you get a nice sound of the TARDIS hum, and the console looks great all lit up. But here comes the fun part, trying to find all the little buttons on the console itself. So there's one here. Sets the TARDIS into flight. Time rotor looks great, I absolutely love that. If I press it again, we get a slight variation on it. I think that's the one where the Doctor's using this thing to give it a bit of puff, which is nice. You might notice that the motor's a bit noisy in the console, which is a shame, but it looks great. Let's move the scanner out of the way. We've got a couple of buttons here. So there's one here, which gives us that nice sound effect. And then there's a button here, which is another variation of the TARDIS taking off. So on this panel there's nothing, there's no switches at all. On this one there's a little button here. Sounds like it's sending out some sort of signal. I quite like that. If you press it again, not sure what that is, sounds like the Doctor perhaps hitting the console. And here, cover your eyes everybody, we don't need Jack in a lorry, but we can open up the panel. No swirling time vortex coming out. I do notice that on this one, do you see that little button there? Make sure you press it to activate the sound effect, because I thought this was broken when I first got it because it wasn't doing anything when I opened and shut it. But if I do it pressing that little button, it makes the sound effect. So there you have it, some nice sound effects on the console, and it does look absolutely beautiful all lit up. As for the rest of the set, well, I like the space print on the outer wall, and the TARDIS looks good on the front. Even though the doors open the wrong way, it does give you a lovely view of the console inside. The inner beams look absolutely great, but it's such a shame we only get one small section of the actual TARDIS wall. Imagine how great this set would have looked if we'd have got one side completely covered. Plus the card's easy to tear and deteriorates quite quickly. Although the flooring is also made of card, it does look good, and the 3 removable panels are a nice inclusion. But the highlight of the set for me by far is the console itself. The detail on the panels is fantastic, and the sound effects are decent enough. The time rotor looks great when the TARDIS is in flight, despite being a bit noisy. The inclusion of the Doctor's chair, which is nicely detailed by the way, his mallet and a white hat stand, presumably from Frontius, are all nice additions. So all that's missing is the 10th Doctor himself, and he does look great stood next to the console. So overall I'm giving the 10th Doctor's console set a thumbs up. So this set currently retails for $49.99. Is it worth it? Yeah, just about, I think. It'd be great to see it come down to around about $35-39. I think that'd be much more reasonable. But if, like me, you didn't buy it the first time round, it is a nice set, so I do recommend picking it up. I don't know if they're going to re-release the 11th Doctor's console room as well. I never bought that the first time round. Not really a big fan of the 11th Doctor console, if I'm honest. And they've never done a 12th Doctor console room, so if they do one of those, I guess I'd buy that as well. What I would really love to see them do, though, is the classic console room. Now that I would buy in a heartbeat. Until then, I'll just have to put over my Daypole version. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below, let me know what you think of this set. Tell me if you bought it the first time round or if you're thinking of getting it this time round. Also, do check out thegeekshandbag.com for more news and content from me. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and every other social media. And as well as that, I do a weekly Doctor Who podcast with Gary that goes out every Friday called the Big Blue Box Podcast, so give that a listen. Until the next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Bye bye!